G'day, ZiggyD here, and welcome back for part 22 of the Path of Exile Survival Guide. As you can see, Kiwi Bro is going to join us for this episode, and we're now in Act 3, Cruel. Now, I've decided I want to show off the clearing of this act by using the party hopping method. Act 3 is kind of all over the place. We did the straight progression that you'd do as a solo player in Act 3 normal, but this time I'm going to be joining public parties to jump to docks, do some farming there, and maybe even do some of the other quests and things just by using public parties. However, before we can jump to docks, we really want to try and have capped fire resist. Docks is one of the biggest killers of hardcore characters. When they first get there for the first few levels, dying to lesser multiple projectile void bearers is a very common way that people die in hardcore. So we want to avoid that. Even though we're playing softcore, we're still trying to avoid XP penalties, and I'm still trying to play it as if I was playing hardcore for the most part. So, if you are not yet ready for this docks, this means that maybe you're a few levels under, maybe you're only level 43 and you've gotten here, or your fire resist is terrible. My fire resist is okay, but I'd like to try and get it closer to 70 if possible. Then you're going to want to farm City of Sarn. So, I'm going to do a few runs of City of Sarn now. Pretty basic stuff. We've done this before. We just want to run end to end and use either the waypoint or the doorway to refresh at either end. And we want to stick to this southernmost wall. I need to switch my skills around from the Val fight. There we go. And we want to stick to the southernmost wall. If we see the boss of this zone, Perpetus, we want to use a teleport scroll to go back to town and simply make a new instance, or we want to run like mad because he's very dangerous, very dangerous. So, oh, that's a smoke shrine. That's the first one I've seen of these. I want to grab this for myself because then I'm going to be pretty much immune to all these guys here. There we go. None of them will be able to hit us. Very occasionally they'll hit us. We don't have Unwavering Stance at the moment, so we can still benefit from Blind. But on that note, I should actually really get Unwavering Stance soon. Smoke shrouds you. Pretty interesting stuff. Pretty good blinding effect there. But yeah, I actually realized on the passive tree, I'll show you guys in a sec once I clear this guy out, that I actually forgot to grab Unwavering Stance, and that was just an accident. There's no real reason for us to not get Unwavering Stance. You're not using Blind or anything like that. We're not playing with parties with Blind. So on the next level, I'll go ahead and get that, and that'll prevent us from getting stunned. I actually got stunned in my last demonstration of the Val fight by a rock fall and then lasered, which is very dangerous if you're playing in hardcore. So if I had Unwavering Stance then, that would have actually solved that issue there. Look at all these skellies. Pretty good stuff here. So, there's not too much to be worried about here. Purpose is the only thing that's really going to kill you. Just try not to get surrounded or shot down by these skeletons if possible. But you should be more than tanky enough for this zone by this point. Oh, the move speed shrine is hilarious. So I might as well at this point talk about how to farm Sarn effectively. There's actually an undying aura mob in here somewhere, but generally what you want to do is just keep running forwards and grouping them up, so just try and group up as many mobs as you can, and use your AoE to get them down just while you keep moving the whole time through here. And that's the best way to do it. I've been going for about 5 minutes. We've also got another level. We've almost got another level here. Just want to finish off these guys that I left behind since I've got this uber move speed shrine. Oh, we got some gold worm boots. Would they be okay for us? Nah, I think they're mostly mana regen and item quantity. But there we go. We've got another unique. But been going for about 5 minutes, and got a few items we want to check out, and almost another level. Maybe 1 or 2 runs. I'll grab a level, and then we'll ID some gear. So there's another shrine up there. I might just try and see if I can draw some mobs out of there. Oh, trapped. Oh, the attack speed from this shrine is hilarious. Oh, that's awesome fun. Okay, so after about 8 or so minutes of Sarn runs, I've managed to grab a level, and we got a bit of loot, so let's check that out. First things first, though, I will indeed grab Unwavering Stance. There we go. No longer getting stunned. Very good. Makes our character nice and reliable. Now, I got a Sun Plate. No life, unfortunately. I would have worn that. It's an armor base, and we've got an evasion base here, but if I had rolled maybe some life and a resist on it, I definitely would have worn that. But unfortunately, no luck there. We've got a Chaos Lightning resist one here. That might be worth augmenting. We'll see. What about these boots? Ooh, life. Fire resist is pretty handy. And it's got some other okay sort of stats on there. We don't really need mana on this particular build. But what are we currently rocking in terms of our builds? Our boots are currently our 4 link. So if we can get a 4 link, that might be a worthwhile upgrade, because we don't have any life currently on our boots, and the resists on there are pretty low. So that's a bit of an upgrade in terms of fire resist and life, as well as just some basic stats like intelligence and stuff like that. Evasion energy shield boots aren't optimal for us, but it's not really that much worse than our current armor rating on this. So if I can find another 4 link, that'll be worth using. I doubt we're going to get a bow upgrade after our previous bow. This one's been tearing up. But nah. Nah. That, if I was very desperate, I could use something like that, but not very good. And we got our unique boots, as you can see here. Mana regen, not too useful for us. Increased quantity, which in the new leagues transfers to increased rarity. Fire resist, so it could be a way of getting fire resist. In fact, it is a 4-socket, so we could potentially 4-link it. But overall, because we're not benefiting from that mana regen at all, I don't think these boots are really worth wearing for us. Which is a shame, because they do really give us that fire resist. I could potentially 4-link them. Let's see what the vendor has to offer first. I do have some stuff to sell here, so let's go ahead and sell all of these ones here. And, oh, bit of currency there. Any 4-links our way, there's a chromatic item for us there. I need to move my inventory around a bit. Chromatic item. Any 4-links for us, though. There's a few 3-links, nothing 4-linked for us, unfortunately. Oh, it's very tempting to just 4-link these and use this as our fire resist for now, because I can't actually buy a fire resist ring because we haven't found the other vendor for here. I could go back to the previous act and buy one, and it might still be pretty level appropriate at the moment actually. But I'm also tempted to try and like roll a coral ring. How many ults do we have? Very few ults. Very few ults. I'll try and see if we get lucky with the first transmute. Nope, not gonna happen. So I guess we're not having much luck with that then. Maybe I should go ahead then and try and how many fusings do I have? It is easy to 4-link gold worms, but it is easy to 4-link 4-sockets nowadays. It's been made much easier, but I don't know if one fusing is gonna do it. I should probably just try and push into docks or keep farming. The best thing to do if I was playing in hardcore is I'd probably keep farming City of Sarn here to try and get some more fire resist. But we do have a ruby flask we can use. Hell, let's use the ruby flask. There we go. We'll actually take advantage of that. Let's go ahead and roll this ruby flask anyway. Dispels burning. Hey, that's alright. I'm okay with that. Not that there's LMP Void Bearers can't crit though, so they don't exactly burn us. But still, that's something else. Something else on there. We'll keep this aside for now. We'll stick these boots over here in some leveling gear, and we'll stick our unique in the unique tab there. We do have a fire cold resist. I could try and transmute this, see what I get. 1 mana gained on kill. No, thank you. I'm gonna destroy that even. Not even gonna sell that to the vendor. So here's what we're gonna do. I think just about cleared out my inventory, sorted everything out here. So, to progress through Act 3, Cruel, we're going to try and join a docks farming party. So I'm going to have to take myself off D&D to be able to do this. And we're going to look for public parties, docks farming. There's 2 people farming docks. Let's go ahead and join these guys. And we're going to ask, could you guys please drop a fresh TP? G'day. And we'll wait for a TP for this. You can actually do this while farming Sarn. You simply keep farming Sarn, and you just check for if there's any public parties. If there's no docks parties, you just keep farming Sarn until one appears. And these usually appear pretty often. A lot of people farm a lot of docks. Amy has taken the opportunity of me not being D&D to send me a message. She's in the room with me, so she knows. Just come to docks. I don't have the waypoint, guys. So let's let them know. Alright, here we go. Rykodo, thank you, bro. I appreciate the teleport. So we're actually going to farm with this party for a while. So what I'm going to first do is, though, make sure I grab this waypoint, because we'll want to be able to get in here by ourselves later on. So now we want to be very careful for Void Bearers. We want to watch out for their mods. I'm playing in looks like a 300 latency zone. That's okay, I could deal with that. So we just want to stick with our party and just farm this area pretty safely. Remember, we're fairly under-leveled for this zone now as soon as we pop into here, so we're skipping through most of Act 3 to farm docks, because it is, although it does have its dangers, it is a much faster area to zone. You're going to level up really quickly here. And after we do some docks, we're able to jump back and do the other ones. Holy crap, I have good luck in parties. What's with these drops? I just got I got a regret and a chaos. What? Having pretty good luck with the party. I guess solo I have terrible luck on this character, but with the party actually having pretty good luck. So we're just going to stick with our party members here. Try and, stay in line with those. Oh, Rykodo almost dying right there. Lucky we're only playing in domination here. So I will pass the favor on and drop one and say mine. See, I will continue the trend of broing people out with portals into docks, so they can grab that as well. So we're just going to farm with this party. Looks like we've got a summoner in the group, so it should be nice and safe. And we'll grab a few levels in here. I think we'll go at least to level 50. So just hanging out with the summons for this party here, having a little bit of chat with the party members. Everyone's cool with being on YouTube, which is good. I always like to double check these things before I chuck random people up on YouTube, because you never know, some people might like their privacy. And everyone's cool though, and everyone's sharing drops and stuff like that. It's been pretty good. Good way, docs farming parties are a good way to meet people in Path of Exile. I sound like a dating advice expert guy right now. But if you're trying to find a Path of Exile date, the docks is a good place to do it. Just hang out in your docks parties. You know, be friendly, share drops around if you don't need them. If you find a good piece of energy shield gear and you notice there's a shadow or someone in your party you might need it, yeah, offer it around. You know, who knows, maybe you'll make some friends. But it's good fun. It's good fun. I should watch out for these guys though, because my fire resist isn't great. The only other element in here is cold. Lightning will never spawn in here. Mobs can only spawn with added fire or added cold damage. They actually can't spawn with added lightning. So since there's only ice shot guys in here and LMP void bearers, or just normal void bearers and LMP void bearers, you only have to worry about cold and fire in here. So you can come into here with 0 lightning resist. Although that said, I wouldn't do that in Nemesis League because of Storm Heralds, and you know, they can appear anywhere, and Storm Heralds will kill you really quickly if you don't have any lightning resist. So if you're playing in Nemesis League, make sure you have that lightning resist capped at all times. Oh, it looks like we're actually fighting a rogue exile in here. I didn't even notice. Iron Dark Shroud. Let's see if we get any sweet drops from here. I'm pretty sure we'd be on permanent allocation. Let's actually check. No, we're on short allocation. That's alright. We'll have to just scramble for any loots. Oh, Ryko! No! Oh, Ryko! Oh, well. Here goes the exile. Wind Drinker almost took a fall too. Oh, I'll put a TP up for him. There you go. The exile had nothing in that particular one. I didn't even see any rares drop at all. While we're here, we might as well grab the Thaumatic Sulfite. We'll be able to head back and use that later. We can just chuck it in a side of our inventory for now. You can grab it on your last run before you leave if you want to save some inventory space, but I rarely fill up my inventory anyway. Alright, there's level 48, 2 more levels to go. That was about 2 and a little bit runs, so I got about half a level a run, which is not bad, not bad. So I'm going to keep heading up towards static blows, but mostly I'm going up in that direction because there's a ton of life up there as well, so we're going to benefit from going that direction, and by the time we get there we'll probably want static blows as well, and we'll probably be able to pick up Resolute Technique. We're still pretty good in terms of accuracy, over 90%, which is the general kind of ballpark figure I like to give for a ranged character to be effective. Anything below that and you feel like you start to miss too much, but 90% is fine. With a melee character you want it to be as high as possible, like as close to 95% as possible, because missing as a melee character just feels so terrible. But missing as a ranged character, not a big deal. You know, you're standing back anyway. If you miss, it's just an arrow flies through them, it doesn't hurt them, and oh well, oh well. But yeah, as a melee character you want to be a bit more careful with that. Oh, everyone ripping to the LMP Void Bearer. I told you, you got to be careful. But thankfully, with the flask, we can actually stand there and tank them pretty well, because it not only gives us extra fire resist, but also overcaps us. But that said, I've run out of flasks and they're still alive, so I'm going to have to be pretty careful there. But these guys, as you can see, everyone's just dropping like flies to them. They're super dangerous, super dangerous. But yeah, having one of those fire resist flasks is good. Capped fire resist is pretty much, you know, a mandatory to try and stay alive with them. Otherwise, you just got to be super careful. Like, start a new instance if you see them, if you're not quite confident against them. Alright, so after a level and a half or so, I've decided to do some runs solo. I felt like I was pretty safe in here with, you know, my Ruby Flask. If I run into any Void Bearers, I'm feeling pretty good, and I'm feeling pretty tanky otherwise. So you can actually be a bit faster to run as a group if you're doing pretty well by yourself. So I did a few runs with those guys, and why can't I go? There's actually a wall there. Wow, what a weirdly spawned zone. That was pretty weird. But so I'm actually running it solo. We'll see how it goes, whether it's faster or slower or not. Alright, so as you can see, I've been able to farm docks solo pretty well. It's been a little bit more dangerous, and if I was in hardcore, I'd probably be inclined to stick with a party for now. But I haven't any deaths or anything. Just need to be pretty conscious of these things surrounding me and LMP Void Bearers and all that same sort of jazz. So now I would recommend sticking in docks until level 50 or even level 50 plus. But for the purposes of this episode, and since I'm running out of time to record today, I'm going to head to the exit of this zone, and we're going to go down and get one of the next quest objectives. And that's not good enough to pick up. And go grab the waypoint in the next zone as well. So we're actually going to head our way backwards from docks. Now, we're looking for the area that has multiple rows of train tracks heading over this way, and the door will just be there. So I'm just going to grab my next level, which should just be another strength one. But then next up we get 20 strength, 8 life, and we can also grab those 8 lives there as one, or we can just get the 8 life from there. So a few options there. But I've also been collecting just gear that has the potential to be good. And wow, that's not bad there. That's probably one that's... Wow, yeah, okay, cool. So slight decrease in life. About... a bit less resist. That's actually going to bring our lightning resist down by a bit. And more armor overall, a significant increase in armor. So I'm going to keep that aside. I will wear that, but I want to keep my lightning resist maxed for this next zone that I'm going into. And we're 72%, so we're near max. Other things I've been picking up, like quiver, I'd like to upgrade my quiver pretty soon. So just keeping an eye on things that could be an upgrade, like a rustic sash. If I find a better built between now and when I decide to do some crafting, I'll just trade it out for this one. Got a 5 socket here. If I don't find anything better, I could craft this into some better armor. Would like to craft another set of blue armor now, and I could pretty easily link this into a 4-link. 5 sockets are really easy to make into a 4-link. I could probably even potentially try and do that in one fusing, but we'll see how we go. I'm just holding on to these things for now, and I'll just replace them if I find something, a white or a blue or a matte or a rare that looks better. So to do this quest, we're simply going to head straight back here. Again, you want to make sure your lightning resist is as close to capped as possible in here. As you can see, lightning, thorns, sparks, arc, all sorts of jazz going on in here. All sorts of lightning stuff going on. So we're just going to clear just pretty much to this staircase here. Then we're going to try and pull some guys down from the staircase. So I might just actually put a decoy totem there. That should pull them out. I can clear out most of the adds in here. We don't have to kill the boss in here. In fact, he takes a while to kill. And I'll probably just kill off most of these adds here. And then go grab the quest item and just use my Quicksilver Flask to get out of there. So Quicksilver charges are up. Let's go grab that. Oops, I probably should have waited to use that a bit. We'll grab this quest item here. And then we're just going to head out straight in this direction here. Now I'm actually getting trapped a bit, so I might need to head back and just clear these guys out a little bit. As you can see, still, even though we're in a fairly high level zone now, our bow that's rolled pretty well is just destroying these guys when they're in a large group especially. So I'll just clear out a few of these guys and then continue on through. So we're just going to continue along this sort of upper section of the wall, and we should come to the waypoint just here. So I would be inclined to go do the Clarissa quest before doing that, but since our lightning resist was capped, pretty easy to just go back and grab that waypoint there. We can use that to get to Solaris later, and we now have both of the quest items we need to go do the Solaris quest, and we might even be able to get a party to take us to Solaris later. We'll see, but we'll do that in the next episode. For now though, I'm just hanging on to this stuff. I'll probably go ahead and trade out this helmet now. I don't need Conversion Trap, not desperately. Molten Shell I kind of want to keep. I think Molten Shell is actually the level I want it at, 32. I might actually take it to level 9, because that might give it requires level 37, which is for a level 4 cast on damage taken, but that's kind of irrelevant at the moment. I can just leave that there. Don't really need to think too much about that. And did we get any other good drops? I got some random skill gems. Some pretty random skill gems. But just some other things that we might be able to craft next time, and a little bit of currency. Not too bad, and I'll put this helmet in the leveling. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. In the next episode, we'll head in, we'll probably do a little bit more docks until we're level 50. We'll go do Solaris, we'll go do the Clarissa and Tolman quests, and we'll go do the sewers as well. Since we'll have the quest items required to do that, we can do it all in one quick rush, and it's probably one of the most efficient ways to get through Act 3, using parties to sort of jump around like this and take advantage of the good farming zones. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.